Hello and welcome. I'm Peter, the host of this channel. And on this channel, I share my experience as an independent explorer in the world of the occult. Also, I truly believe that you didn't find me by accident and that what I have to say will help you thrive on your spiritual journey. So in today's video, I'm going to discuss the topic of the 7 chakras with you. Where are they located? What happens when they are in balance? What happens when they are out of balance? Their associated colors, sounds, and most importantly, how to activate them and keep them in harmony. Oh, and by the way, if you find that this video is to your liking, then please give it a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, as it really motivates me to create more content like this. If you'd like to support my work on this channel financially, you can do so through the donations tab in my bio, for which I'm really thankful. Now, about the 7 chakras. Some of the things that I'm about to say have already been said before. Also, the topic of the chakras can get very complex and out of hand very quickly, and that is because there isn't a single body of school for chakras, yet there are many opinions, interpretations, and observations that differ from person to person. So I'll try my best to keep this simple and collected. So in short, chakras are energy centers located in the body alongside the spine and the skull. Some say that having all your chakras functioning well is like having all the parts of an engine working together. Well, while an engine won't function if some of its parts aren't working, the human body will. So I prefer the musical chord metaphor for these chakras. You see, if you press one note on a piano, it sounds blunt. But adding another harmonic note in the same scale makes it more interesting. And as you keep adding and adding the harmonic notes, the more interesting and complex that vibration will become. You can still function with one note or two going, but things become a little different, especially from a spiritual point of view, when all your chakras, all your notes are ringing in harmony. In short, it gives a different life experience. A life that is experienced to the fullest, which means experiencing the spiritual and the physical on another level. So let's jump into the matrix of the 7 chakras, shall we? That is, where are they located? What do they represent? What happens when they're in balance? What happens when they're out of balance? And the colors associated with them in a simple form. The root chakra. This is our most basic chakra, vibrating well when our basic needs are met. It is at the base of your spine, and if it resonates, you'd probably feel it at the very base of your vertebrae or right up your ass. This chakra is responsible for survival, feeling grounded, calm, and being in touch with the physical world. It conveys good energy if you're a guy looking for a girl. If it is out of balance, then you tend to become ungrounded, insecure, and unstable in general in life. It is associated with the color red, which means that it vibrates at the frequency of the color red. As we move up along the spine, the next chakra is the sacral chakra. This one is located at the level of the genitals, and it is responsible for sexuality, pleasure, passion, passionate sex, confidence in your sexuality if it functions well. A good me time can help this chakra blossom even better. If it is out of balance, you might experience the lack of the above. It is associated with the orange color and attracting romantic partners. Next one is the solar plexus chakra, which is located at around the abdomen. If it is imbalanced, then you tend to make more wise decisions and have good gut instincts. If it is out of balance, then most likely courage is not your strength, and the associated color of this chakra is the color yellow. Note that if your root, sacral, and solar plexus chakras are active, then you're a very physical person, which is true to most of today's human population. So now we're taking it a little further spiritually, starting with the next chakra, which is the heart chakra, located in your heart. It is the first chakra that has something to do with empathy. It has to do with one's connectedness to nature, loving yourself, and emitting good vibes in general if it functions well. If it is out of balance, then it could mean a lower level of empathy, lack of self-love, possibly antisocial behaviors. And the associated color is the color green. Next up is the throat chakra, located at around your throat. It is the chakra that stands behind communication, matching your inner world with the outer world. What you say is what you really do if it functions well, and that is the first and most basic form of magic because your inner truth matches reality. That is, your words match your actions. If it functions well, then you have a deeper understanding of what others want to communicate to you. you're better at extracting the true meaning behind all things said and done. If it is dysfunctional, then you tend to run the same circles with yourself, telling the same lies. Or you tend to lie more in general. Also, you can easily become a people pleaser, saying what others want to hear and oppressing your own inner opinion. Its associated color is blue. Fun fact, as we ascend through all these chakras from the bottom up, the vibration of the colors gets higher and higher. So then we have the third eye or Ajna chakra. Now, I've made a full video on this chakra alone, you can check it out here. But in short, this is the seat of intuition, inner wisdom, a center or satellite for energies and certain psychic powers. Its name means something along the lines of command or will. When this functions well, you can sense new and strong energies around you, as this chakra can start tingling or generate a pressure-like sensation in your forehead. This chakra makes it possible for you to see multiple and new perspectives more easily. If it is dysfunctional or weak, then you can easily get fixated on one view, one version of things, and be totally blind and deaf to spiritual experiences. It is seated somewhere between your eyes and around your forehead, and the associated color is indigo or dark purple. And finally, the seventh chakra, which is basically a hole, is the crown chakra. It is located at the top of your head. This one is associated with higher wisdom, a window to the universe. As we have ascended all these chakras, this is the top. This allows you to obtain certain psychic powers and dreams. It is associated with the color purple or ultraviolet, the highest vibration on the color spectrum. So now that we know something about the 7 chakras, how do we fire them up? I'll give you a list of simple methods that you can combine in order to take your spiritual and physical journey to the next level. Practice number 1. Humming frequencies. Like I said with the musical notes example, try humming various frequencies like Om, Ah, Oi, We, and pay attention to where you feel the most vibration in your body. For example, to me, if I ring out the Oi, I can definitely feel it in my root chakra and my throat chakra. But to vibrate the crown chakra, you will need to hit a much higher pitch. So try hitting some of those ridiculously high frequencies no matter how deep your voice is. So let that vibration out until you can feel that you have really dusted that chakra off, after which you can exhale to blow out the dust and dirt. Yes, you will need to use your imagination a little bit in the beginning. In fact, I will show you what I mean. The following animation really helped me to imagine my chakra activation process. Look. Here's a little pro tip. If you tilt your head up and down while humming the frequency, it will hit different parts in your body and thus different chakras. Once you've found all the right frequencies, go through all your chakras from the bottom up. This is a good start. Practice number 2. Colored candles. Get 7 candles in the colors red, orange, yellow, green, blue, dark purple, and bright purple, or indigo if you can find one to replace the dark purple one. Place them next to one another in order. And then light the red one first and just stare at it while humming the note of your root chakra. Then light the orange one and hum the frequency of the sacral chakra, which you should feel behind your genitals. Same with the solar plexus and so on. So now you don't only feel, but you can see the associated frequency of each chakra. Practice number 3. Oriental or Indian music. Once you're done with the first 2 practices, it is time to close your eyes and listen to some Oriental Indian music while you imagine all your chakras spinning. I don't know why Indian music does that, but it has a very good impact on all your chakras. It is like the sun and rain to flowers. Practice number 4. Like I said, I have already made a video on the topic of third eye chakra opening, but I'm gonna add one more practice to activate this one. Try staying totally silent for a week. That is, not a single word of speaking for a week and see what happens. It can introduce you to new dimensions of seeing and thinking of things. You see, these practices were tried and tested by me, and I can say that with these practices you can become more susceptible to energies around you. At least that was in my case. Once you make these exercises part of your routine, somehow, as a consequence or next step, you will know what certain chakras want in your body. As weird as this may sound. That is, what activity would you need to do to level up your heart chakra, for example? So be open to your body and its suggestions. It's a form of communication that you can have after a certain point with your chakras through these practices, as, at the end of the day, they are entities too, living inside your body. So this will be the next step. Learning to tune in and listen to your chakras. What are they saying and what do they want? How to start a conversation with them? Start with asking yourself a question like, what is my biggest fear? Where do I feel it in my body? Or, what do I need now? Where do I feel this need in my body? It could be the case that you don't get an exact answer on what it needs, but you'll end up subconsciously doing it. Because that's communication too. This whole world is one big communication, as the underlying mind constantly communicates with itself as it wants to get to know itself. Yet it is a never-ending process because it is always changing, like I said in my What Occult Powers You Can Have video, which you can check out here. The mind plays a special form of hide and seek with itself, but somehow a certain part of it always stays hidden from itself. But the communication is there. Anyway, what matters is the right communication within and without yourself, and that is what these practices meant to aid. So be like the mind and play with it. Play with your body and make your chakras spin and shine and see how they will impact your life. Oh, and don't worry about the symptoms that you may have now if some of your chakras aren't aligned today. Keep a journal and write down what are the things that you don't like about your current state, so then you can compare your new state to your former one once all your chakras are ringing in harmony. So that about sums up the topic of chakra opening. Short and sweet. Now, a word about proxy spirits. We had so much fun with the guys who wanted to try it out, so I've decided that application for the proxy spirit experience is once again open. What are proxy spirits and what is this all about? These are spirits that I can conjure from space and who you, the applicant, can, quote, wear as a kind of magical armor suit that will carry you to fulfill your true inner desire. It is very ancient stuff that I've received from the spirit of space. The most interesting thing about them is that I can charge them for you with any kind of energy that you may need. Think of any kind of energy that you may need to change your life for the better. It is a gift that I have and that I like to share. A hardcore magical experience that can and will change your life. So if you're interested, just shoot me an email. So that is it for today. Have fun with all your chakras. Leave your comments down below. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. I love you.